All right, we are getting these pictures now from Darjeeling, Shivani. We're looking at another march, and the unrest there has been on for almost 12 days now. We've seen a lot of violence, a lot of vehicles being burned down, buses, trucks. We've seen a lot of damage to public property. Let's try and listen in to those GJM supporters. Right. We're going to get our reporter on the ground in just a bit, but we have been seeing at least 1,000 paramilitary personnel, including women troops, move towards Darjeeling because of the unrest there. Gurkha Janmukti Morcha wants a separate state of Gurkha land, and this began from a statement from the Bengal government to introduce Bengali as a medium of instruction in schools there in Darjeeling. That was a flashpoint, and the entire demand for Gurkha land got reignited. And over the last 10 days, we've seen extreme violence, a lot of anger against the Chief Minister. And clearly, Shivani, they've not been able to bring the situation under control.
That's right. A massive face-off really between the West Bengal government led by Mamata Banerjee and not just the GJM but also large parts of the Darjeeling community coming together, fighting against the quote-unquote autocratic ways of the West Bengal government. They have united in their fight. Of course, one of the demands is for a separate state of Gorkha land. While that is politically not getting a lot of support, but the fact that they should be heard and their concerns should be listened to by the state government, definitely finding a lot of support from several political parties as well. Of course, some of the protests have turned violent in the last few days. Right now, we're seeing effigies being burnt and people extremely angry and animated on the streets of Darjeeling. Of course, the hope remains that there is not violence, as we saw over few incidents over the last week. We're bringing you live pictures right now from Darjeeling. We'll also get you a quick comment from Sakal Bhatt, our deputy editor, who's been in Darjeeling for over a week and reporting first on all developments as they are progressing. But even as we speak now, finally, since yesterday, there's been an effort after the intervention of the centre government of Home Minister Rajnath Singh himself to have the state government climb down a little bit from their stance and actually make some efforts to speak to the GJM and other parties that have come together now against the state government. But the Gorkha community has said that they will not speak to the state government, they will only speak to the centre. There is a tri-party and an all-party meet that are scheduled in days to come. And of course, Mamata Banerjee's minister, Partha Chatterjee, is expected, if not confirmed, to visit Darjeeling. He could well be an important emissary of Mamata Banerjee who goes there to talk to GJM.
Right. As we speak, we can see these effigies of Mamata Banerjee being burnt by protesters from the Gurkha Janmukti Morcha. We have seen police action on them. In fact, senior IPS officers have been rushed to the location by Mamata Banerjee to try and coordinate better and bring the situation under control. Let's go across to Sakal. Sakal, you have been tracking this very, very closely. Tell us about the latest developments, these pictures, effigies of Mamata Banerjee being burnt. Is the situation coming under control, returning to normal in any way or far from it? All right, let's go across to Anirudh now. Anirudh, what is your sense? Is the situation coming under control or far from it?
Yes, protests still continue in the hills, and today when, in fact, it was today that I was coming to Darjeeling in the morning, and when I was coming to morning across in various places, picketing was being done, and for protesters who were holding the tricolor as well as the Gorkha Janmukti Morcha flag and black flags were demonstrating peacefully on the side of the roads, and they were not actually allowing any vehicles to come to Darjeeling, and it was only the medical and the press vehicles that were allowed to come to Darjeeling. And in Darjeeling also today, in the Souk area, a massive demonstration was done, and here effigy of Mamata Banerjee were also burned. Soon thereafter, a rally was taken out, so the lanes of Darjeeling and shouting pro-Gorkhaland slogans and denouncing the protesters were actually categorically denouncing the autocratic role of Mamata Banerjee.